If that doesn't get you hyped for this video, then I don't know what will. The story starts with baby Goku. We see how he landed to Earth and how the fate of his homeworld ended, causing his father to entrust everything to him. We see Goku, his wife Chi-Chi, and now he has a son named Gohan. They're all living peacefully. But this changes when a son named Raditz appears. I'm sure you know his name, so I won't really hide the details. Piccolo can't do any damage and trembles. Sensing Goku, Raditz decides to go visit him. Did I say visit? Sorry, because he pulled up and knocked a potential growth spurt out of Krillin. Roshi and Raditz basically tells us how Goku hit his head as a kid, which made him forget he's not from this world and Raditz is his brother. Raditz then explains how the Saiyans operate and why he was sent here. Saiyans take over planets and then sell them. They send adult Saiyans to the stronger ones and the younger ones like Goku to the weaker ones. He also explains if Goku didn't forget his memory, it would have only taken him 2 years to take over Earth. Goku refuses to go with them, saying he wouldn't do those bad things, causing Raditz to knock Goku down and take Gohan, saying if he doesn't kill 100 humans in 24 hours, that'll be the last time he'll see Gohan. Piccolo comes and offers to help, causing them to confront Raditz. Raditz is too much for them to handle, but Piccolo offers a way to beat him. He has the strong enough move to win, but it takes too much time to charge. Goku stalls enough time, but Raditz dodges it. Gohan interferes and knocks Raditz back, scaring him. Raditz hits Goku and tries to finish Gohan out of fear of how strong he'll be, giving Goku the chance to grab Raditz and letting Piccolo end this. Raditz tells them of the other two Saiyans he sent the message to. The other two Saiyans hear the Dragon Balls and decide to go there in 1 year. To prepare for their arrival, Goku trains at King Kai's place, and Piccolo trains Gohan. Goku gets wished back to life. While training though, the Saiyans arrive a month earlier than expected, meaning they are way stronger than them. The confrontation starts, and to start things off, Vegeta orders Nappa to make some Cybermen. The others arrive and they decide to do 1v1 fights against them. This works because it buys time for Goku. Tien easily defeats the Cybermen. Yamcha, who's confident, goes next. He beats the Cybermen and starts talking crazy, and I mean crazy. But he didn't finish the Cybermen off, causing this to happen. Yeah. What makes this worse is not that he talked so big and got killed the next second, but the fact that Bulma, his girlfriend, was watching. The others finish off the other Cybermen, causing Nappa to step in. Nappa proves too much for them to handle, knocking the spit out of Piccolo, and chopping Tien's arm off, and I mean literally, by the way. Tien uses his last bit of energy and his life along with it. Vegeta hears of Goku and decides he'll give them 3 extra hours before they die. The time is up, and Krillin's destructive this cuts Nappa, almost killing him and making him serious. But Gohan shows a little of his potential, beating Nappa up. But Nappa uses a strong attack, causing Piccolo to sacrifice himself. Luckily, Goku finally arrives and beats Nappa easily. They move locations and it's time for Goku and Vegeta's fight. Vegeta's speed and strength surpasses Goku's, but when Goku uses the Kaioken, he keeps up. Vegeta then decides to power up, and even Goku's ×2 Kaioken isn't enough. Goku resists everything by going ×3 and it works, letting him beat Vegeta up. Vegeta uses his Gallic gun and Goku counters with his Kamehameha wave. Using the Kaioken, Goku wins. Vegeta then uses his Great Ape form, making his strength increase by 10-fold, causing him to beat Goku but gets his tail cut off. He's still too much to handle, but Gohan stalls time enough for Goku to use a Spirit Bomb. Krillin throws it and Gohan redirects it at Vegeta, causing them all to be critically injured. But Vegeta can still move around. But Gohan's tail grew back, causing him to go Great Ape. Vegeta managed to cut his tail off, but he gets injured in the process. Krillin tries to finish him, but Goku says to let him go, causing the Sand Arc to be over. Since when Piccolo dies, Kami dies, they realize they can go to Namek where the other Namekians are. That way, they can revive everyone who died against the Saiyans. Vegeta also heads there for the Dragon Balls after learning Frieza will be heading there. Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan are the first ones to head there. Koi, thirsty to bring Frieza Vegeta, he tries to fight, thinking they're apart with each other. Vegeta shows him how much stronger he got from the battle on Earth by eliminating him. Goku hears how damaged Namek really is right now, so he takes a Sensu Bean and gets the ship to head there. It can increase the gravity, making it a good training method while he heads there. Krillin and Gohan save Dende from Dodora by using the solar flare to escape. Dodora looks for the Dragon Balls, but Vegeta finds him. He tries to bargain by telling Vegeta what actually happened to his home world, but Vegeta finishes him off anyway. Dende takes them to the Grand Elder. Meanwhile, King Kai warns Goku about Frieza, saying there's no way you can beat him. Goku doesn't care though and just wants to get a look at him, but we know what he means by that. Vegeta resident of Zarbon. Surprisingly, he has another form which beats Vegeta. But Zarbon can't find him, so don't worry, he'll be fine. Frieza wants Vegeta to beat her so he can find the Dragon Ball he took, causing Zarbon to get Vegeta, and Vegeta escapes by tricking them and throwing the Dragon Balls away. Since Zarbon has to bring Vegeta to Frieza or he'll die now, they both fight again. But since Vegeta has gotten stronger from the first fight, he finishes off Zarbon. Vegeta takes Krillin's Dragon Ball but gets tricked by Gohan, so he only has 6 now. Frieza decides to call the Ginyu Force. Vegeta and the others try to hurry with the wish because Namek Dragon Balls gives 3, but the Ginyu Force finds them before that happens. Goku and Krillin fight Goldo, but his abilities to freeze are too much for them to handle. But Vegeta finishes him, saying he never agreed to their fair fight. Raccoon goes up next and Vegeta fights him. He puts up a decent fight, but he loses. The others also get beat up by Raccoon, and when Gohan almost loses his life, Goku shows up. He knocks the spit out of Raccoon. The same can be said for Birder. Jay tells Ginyu about Goku in their fight. They're evenly matched, but Goku shows his true power, scaring them. But Ginyu injures himself and uses his body change technique, causing him to have Goku's body. He goes to get the Dragon Ball, but runs into Krillin and Gohan. They're confused, but Goku appears, saying it's not him. He also explains he can't use Goku's body right so they can win. Giyu's losing and Jay tries to step in, but Vegeta, having got stronger, ends him. Giyu, beating up by this point, tries to swap bodies but fails and Goku gets in the way. He tries it again, but Goku throws a frog, putting the end to the Ginyu Force. They put Goku in a healing chamber. Krillin comes back from the Elder's place with Dende to make the wish. They bring Piccolo back so Kami can come back, and they bring Piccolo to Namek so he can fight Frieza. Frieza realizes Nail was just stalling time and hurries back. This causes him to arrive and be furious that his wish was taken. He goes second form and it makes him scared. Gohan's able to hurt him just a bit, but he's not enough. Piccolo arrives just in time, and since he feels with Nail, he starts pushing Frieza back. But this changes when Frieza goes into his third form and starts beating Piccolo up. Gohan saves him and Frieza decides to show them True Terror, his final form. With this, Frieza instantly puts Dende in the critical condition. Frieza easily handles the others. Vegeta, after coming back from a near-death experience again, tries to fight him, but he also can't seem to do anything. But finally, Goku appears and he's able to keep up with Frieza. Sadly though, Frieza still kills Vegeta. This enrages Goku as he's always respected his pride, remember that for later on. The fierce fight between Goku and Frieza goes underway. They're both evenly matched, or at least that's what we think. But Frieza reveals he wasn't even using a third of his power as he beats Goku up. Even Goku's Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha Wave can't finish him off. This leads to Goku having to use the Spirit Bomb. Frieza figures out what he's trying, causing Piccolo to have to stall time. Frieza tries to destroy them along with the planet after getting annoyed by the interferences. But Goku readies it in time and hits him with it. Just when we thought Frieza was finished, he comes back and kills Piccolo. Krillin soon follows right after. This enrages Goku, causing his iconic moment, Super Saiyan. He easily beats Frieza at this point and allows him to go full power, and Goku still has the upper hand. But the planet can't take much more of this. Popo revives everyone that died on Namek, allowing them to transport everyone to Earth. Aside from Goku and Frieza, of course, Goku and Frieza had their final fight, and Goku wins as Frieza's power is declining. Goku tries to show mercy, but Frieza feels disrespected and tries to kill him. But Frieza ends up hitting himself with the attack after trying again. Frieza begs for mercy, causing Goku to give him a little bit of his power. Frieza turns on him at the last moment, forcing Goku's hand to end this once and for all. Goku gets caught in the explosion of the planet, but don't worry, because while they're reviving the others with their wishes, we get confirmation that Goku's alive. We see that Frieza also survived, and with him, his dad is coming to Earth. With Frieza stronger than before and his dad even stronger, the others are scared. And then we have Yamcha breaking down. No wonder Bulma's flirting with Vegeta. But they're confronted by Trunks. And I won't even sugarcoat it or anything. They got absolutely bodied. A little after Goku arrives, him and Trunks talk in private, and he tells us what will happen in the near future. In 3 years, dangerous androids made by the Red Ribbon's army, Dr. Gero, they end up killing them all, and Goku dies of a heart disease, leaving a few survivors left like Trunks. So they plan to meet 3 years from now after training. 3 years from now, they meet and we see the android's first appearance. Yamcha's the first to encounter them, getting made short work out of. At this point, I think it's time for Yamcha to retire. The Cyberman incident, his girl taken by Vegeta at this point, and now he got bodied so fast he couldn't even speak. They go to a remote place, and Goku starts fighting Android 19. Goku didn't take the heart virus cure, he's too exhausted and is losing. The others try to help, but even Dr. Gero is powerful, blasting through Piccolo. Piccolo's just acting, so don't worry. Vegeta saves Goku and we finally get Super Vegeta. He beats the fear into Android 19, I mean quite literally, then finishes him with a Big Bang attack. Android 20 runs and he releases Android 17 and 18. They kill him and lead to head for Goku. Vegeta confronts them and fights 18. He holds his own, and with their infinite stamina and him gradually losing his, he loses. The others try to help, but Android 17 jumps in, causing them all to lose, but luckily the android spared him. They move Goku away from his house, and Trunks and the others discover a time machine that's the same as his. While the others are trying to figure out the mystery behind it, Piccolo fuses with Kami and confronts the monster. He has the upper hand, and after Cell tries to absorb him and fails, he tells us on how he was born. He was created by the computer in Dr. Gero's laboratory. Dr. Gero, using a little device that the others can't perceive, he got all of their cells, even Frieza's, and combined them into the ultimate life form known as Cell. To become perfect though, he needs Android 17 and 18, causing him to use the solar flare and run away. Goku wakes back up, and to get stronger, he decides they should train at the hyperbolic time chamber. Meanwhile, the androids arrive, causing Piccolo and 17 to fight. This fight is actually a masterpiece, and the last time Piccolo will have a good fight in the series. They're both evenly matched in this good fight, but Cell appears. He's stronger after absorbing a few thousands of people, letting him finish Piccolo. Before he can absorb 17 though, 16 reveals his power is equal to Cell's and fights him. He fights him, but he manages to deal considerable amounts of damage. But 17, ignoring his warnings, ends up getting absorbed. None of them can even think about damaging Cell now, but Tien manages to slow him down. Goku uses instant transmission to save him and Piccolo though. Vegeta and Trunks come out of the time chamber, and Vegeta goes to confront Cell. Vegeta is disappointed and wants to push his limit, so he lets Cell absorb Android 18. Krillin also can't bring himself to finish 18 off, Cell absorbs Android 18, causing him to reach perfection. Vegeta tries to fight him, and yeah, we know what happened. Trunks, who managed to get way stronger than Vegeta, fights him. Although he can compete with Cell in terms of strength, this form of Super Saiyan makes his speed way too slow and wastes his energy, as explained by Goku. After the fight, Cell proposes something interesting. He doesn't care about world conquest or beating Goku, instead he wants to hold a tournament. Similar to the Tenkaichi martial arts tournament, with the hope he can get a fighter as strong as him to test his limits. He gives them a week to train. With Dende becoming the new Earth's guardian for the Dragon Balls, the Cell Games tournament is here. Goku is up first and him and Cell have another masterpiece fight from this series. They gauge each other and start fighting for real. Goku tries to end it with an intertransmission command Mega Wave, but Cell regenerates. At this point, Goku is tired and he realizes he can't win. He forfeits and decides to leave everything to Gohan. He even gives Cell a Senchu Beam, which is actually a funny moment to me. The fight starts and yeah, this happens. Cell decides he wants to see Gohan's hidden power, so he sends Cell Juniors. They beat the Z Fighters up, even Vegeta and entire Goku. Android 16 gives a speech to Gohan and Cell crushes him, causing this iconic moment we all know and love, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He easily takes out the Cell Juniors and starts beating Cell. He knocks the perfection out of Cell, and I mean quite literally by the way. This makes Cell get desperate and self-destruct. But when we all thought Cell died, Trunks gets killed. Apparently Cell came back. There's a small matter Cell calls a nucleus that lets him regenerate. The self-destruct didn't damage it, letting him come back in his perfect form. But using the Sand Cells, he went even beyond that perfect form. Cell decides to end things here, taking the solar system with him. They clash Kamehameha waves and Vegeta gives Gohan the opportunity to stop holding back. And with that, it's the end of the Cell Games. They wish everyone back and it's time for Trunks to return to his timeline. While there, we see him kill his timeline 17 and 18. 7 years later, we now see a 16-year-old Gohan who is in high school now, where we get the birth of Great Saiyaman because he wants to hide his identity while protecting everyone. We even see Goten, Goku's second son, who was born at months after the Cell Games. Videl figures out Gohan's identity and blackmails him into entering the Martial Arts tournament, where we see Vegeta and Trunks will also be entering. Gohan and Goten do some training while it's revealed Goten can also go Super Saiyan. He learned it while sparring with Chi-Chi. Gohan teaches Videl and Goten how to fly, and we see Vegeta and Trunks training. Trunks goes Super Saiyan to withstand the gravity better, which surprises Vegeta. More training for everyone later, and it's finally time for the World Martial Arts Tournament. Everyone meets up where Goten first meets Goku. We see the Supreme Kai's first appearance and Piccolo drops out scared to fight him. Where there we learn there's the 4 Kais, then the Grand Kai, and the Kai they answer to is the Supreme Kai. The next fight is Videl versus who we'll call M4 Head 1 and 2. Because there's another one. To everyone's surprise, he's taking her attacks and even fixed his broken neck, causing her to get tired and go through this. And Forehead 1 doesn't kill her and stops, and later with a Senzu Bean she heals up. The next fight is here where he asks Gohan to turn Super Saiyan. Supreme Kai explains doing this he'll get attacked and they need to follow them. They attack and steal his energy with Supreme Kai they follow. While going, they tell us everything going on. Long ago there was a dark wizard named Bibidi, who brought with him a terrible monster of his creation named Majin Buu. Majin Buu brought terrible destruction to every planet and even galaxies. He even killed the other 4 Supreme Kais. Majin Buu grew too powerful, so Bibidi sealed him away. The Supreme Kai finished Bibidi and they thought no one could remove the seal. But he had a son named Babidi that's just as evil and can remove the seal. They get there and we see our first villains, the main threat being Deborah, a demon. He's also the king of them, and realizing they're there, he attacks. It's also revealed anyone he spits on gets turned into stone. He leads them into his ship and the others head in. There they run into the first henchman where he flexes 10 times gravity on Vegeta. As you would expect, Vegeta doesn't even feel it and obliterates him. Goku fights his green monster next. Yes, they have names, but they die so fast it's not worth remembering. The monster can see in the dark, but Goku can easily react by sensing and smelling him. He can even absorb the Super Saiyan Ki, but Goku gives him more than he can handle, causing him to explode and die. The next fight, Gohan versus Deborah, the king of the demon world, is here. Gohan keeps up, although he's not in his prime. But before he can get warmed up, Deborah retreats saying he found a better contender. While figuring out what he meant, Babidi starts attacking Vegeta's negative emotion, causing the birth of Majin Vegeta. He wants to fight Goku and nothing will get in the way. Even if Majin Buu gets revived, killing innocents or even resisting Babidi's mind control. Gohan and the Supreme Kai go to kill Babidi to try and stop Buu's revival. Goku and Vegeta's battle has more than just the pride of Vegeta on the line. It'll give Buu the energy to be unsealed. But their fight is actually another masterpiece fight of the series. They fight and they're evenly matched, but because of this, Buu is unsealed. Deborah is the first one to underestimate him. To everyone's surprise, he gets one-shotted. Goku realizes something is wrong, but Vegeta isn't having it. Goku tries to use the Senzu Beans and fight Buu with Vegeta, but Vegeta knocks him out. I always wonder how things would have went if Vegeta never did that. Vegeta goes and tries to fight Majin Buu himself, and well, I don't really like this moment, it's brutal, so I'll let you see it for yourself. This then leads to Vegeta's honorable sacrifice, which we thought eliminated Buu, but he came back because bits of him remained. Goku wakes up and everyone meets and they come up with a plan. He tells us about fusion. 2 warriors with similar size and power fused into 1 warrior with unimaginable strength. They decide they'll train Goten and Trunks how to use it. Meanwhile, the Supreme Kai decides to train Gohan, believing he could draw the Z-Sword, but it's heavy so he needs to get used to using it. Goku decides to hold Majin Buu in check and stop his murder spree so Trunks can get the radar. They underestimate him by laughing, saying what can he do? He tells them about a level beyond Super Saiyan 3. He transforms into Super Saiyan 3, shaking the entire planet and surprising everyone. And for the first time, we see him transform into the legendary Super Saiyan 3. Goku and Buu fight, but the form takes a lot of energy. Goku doesn't have much energy left to stay on Earth, so he has to hold back. He succeeds in stalling enough time and leaves, telling them Majin Buu will soon be beat. Babidi gets killed by a mad Buu, and Goku senses Gohan's energy from the other world and heads to him. There he learns what Gohan's been doing. And testing the sword out, they break it, releasing a Supreme Kai from 15 generations ago. He decides to bring out Gohan's potential after a little convincing. But while all this is going on, Majin Buu makes Mr. Satan his slave since he likes likes him. And since Mr. Satan got sniped, Majin Buu saves him, but his anger gives birth to Evil Buu. With Evil Buu taking most of the power on his side, he beats Good Buu easily. He turns him into candy and takes his power. His body is more suited towards combat, making things seem hopeless. He immediately tracks down Goten and the others and requests a fight he wants. Piccolo tries his best to stall, and it's time for Gotenks versus Buu. Gotenks does really well, but Buu was able to come back with just the air of him alone. Gotenks being dramatic makes Piccolo destroy the portal, causing Buu to scream and escape. Gotenks turns Super Saiyan 3 to escape, and with his new power, he beats Buu. Before he can finish Buu off though, he runs out of power. But don't worry, cause Gohan shows up after unlocking his potential. He beats Buu badly, and I mean really bad. I honestly liked how confident and cool Gohan was in this fight. But Buu tricks Gohan into absorbing Piccolo and Gotenks. With his newfound power Buu tanks, he beats Gohan. The Elder Kai gives Goku his life back in exchange for his life. He also tells Goku about the Potara fusion. The Gotenks fusion within Buu wears down, making Piccolo the main power source. This causes Buu to be weaker, but absorbs Gohan as a result. Luckily, Vegeta came from Otherworld, and now Goku has a fusion partner. They fuse and we get the birth of Vegito. Even while warming up in base, Vegito is clearly too much for Buu to handle. Beating him up and throwing his blast meant for the planet back. And when Vegito turns into Super Vegito, it's just overkill. But Super Vegito is just holding back and taunting him to try and absorb him. It works, and this way they can free the others and not kill them. But some powers cause them to defuse. They find everyone and free them, causing Buu to lose their powers. Buu tries to stop them, but Vegeta threatens to tear down Good Buu. Super Buu warns him not to, but Vegeta does anyway. They manage to make it out of Buu's body, but something is clearly wrong. Now he's going back into his original form, Evil Incarnate. This was the original Buu Bibbidi made. Absorbing the Grand Supreme Kai made him different. He tries to blow up the Earth, but Vegeta stops him. But that doesn't work because he throws a bigger blast, causing the others to run. They barely manage to get away in time, but the Earth gets destroyed. Buu reforms and jumps from planet to planet, destroying them. Goku and Vegeta power up since Buu's looking for them anyway. Buu stops and arrives, and now it's time for the final battle. Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Kid Buu. Goku is able to hold his own, but he can't keep up with Buu. Goku tries to think of a plan, but it fails since Super Saiyan 3 takes up too much energy in the living body. Vegeta thinks fast and have Dende and the Kais bring everyone back. This way, Goku can make a spirit bomb to finish Kid Buu off. With some words from Mr. Satan and the wish to restore Goku's energy, Goku finally manages to finish off Kid Buu and put an end to his evil. And with that, that's the end of Dragon Ball Z Kai. These videos do take some time, so support would be appreciated. And with that being said, maralenime is out.